Good morning, everybody. Go big or go home. Welcome to the Sunday brunch kit builds. Every Sunday we show up, we build some kits, we work on the layout, we'll do some weathering and graffiti on your cars, a little bit of everything. And I've got a couple of projects that I'm working on right now, so that's what I'm going to be working on today. I'll be able to show you that. and we'll talk about it. A couple of things to go over. I know I start at noon, but jumped on about 5 minutes early, but that's okay because I do like to say hey to everybody that does show up. Also, I want to mention a few announcements. It's December. That means we're pretty close to Christmas, about 21 days away. I had to look at my calendar because it's hard for me to keep track of even what day it is. They all tend to melt together. To the early birds, wigwag, as always, welcome. Canadian Locomotive Logistics, hello, and New Haven in N-Scale, and Mr. Brian Ferguson, how's it going, everybody? CLL, sorry, have not been around lately, working on a new business, cloud storage. All good. We show up every Sunday. So you're always welcome to join us whenever you are available. No pressure. Or you can always catch the replay. I love setting playlists. So for a lot of the videos that I do upload, whether it's a live stream or even specific products like Rapido. I do a lot of reviews on Rapido products. So I have set up a playlist that is specifically Rapido. So if you're a nut like I am and love your Rapido, there's a playlist just for you. Such as the Sunday Brunch Kit Builds. I don't know how long we've been doing this thing for. It's a lot harder to keep track of this than, let's say, the GVO After Dark, where they're all numbered. So, but yeah, just, catch the replay if you do miss out. Usually we have a blast. Typically we have people that are joining the, if they're working on something, I'll let them come up and we all chat and have a good time. It's what it's about, sharing the hobby. Hey, Mike, how's it going? Trackside Mike. And yeah, so a few announcements. I know there's only about 6 of you here, but that's okay. I originally wasn't planning on doing like announcements today, but I think it's good that I push it out there now so that you guys, as the dedicated people you are coming to watch this early in the show, you're already ahead of the game. Your mind is set. Everything is good. So a couple of things to note. So the Christmas show, we have a GVO Christmas show coming up, and that will be in a little over 2 weeks. It's going to be Thursday, December the 22nd. And as you guys know, the GVO Christmas show is probably, besides the Halloween show, it's one of our biggest shows that we do every year. Last year, Mike won a locomotive last year. It was a Athearn Genesis SD75i CN, just for being part of the GVO crew, which is a little ditty that I got on the side there. You can always check the link in the description there if you want to become a member. 3 tiers: bronze, silver, and gold. And I did specific giveaways for the bronze and then some for silver and gold. And because at the time he was a silver member, he was entered to win a locomotive, which, it's a $300, I think almost $400 locomotive. I think they were going for about $375 at the time. Otter Valley price, so it's definitely a lot cheaper still than most other stores, but yeah, we get a lot of really great sponsors for the Christmas show. Mini Prince always shows up. They have been really good to me and to all of you as well. Last year they had donated a gift card. And now, without saying what I'm giving away this year, because I'm still waiting for some stuff. Some stuff is on the way, and waiting on some confirmation as well. So I won't be able to tell you yet, but there's I'll tell you about last year, just in case you missed it. So Grand Central Scenery, they had sent me some trees. I love the trees. You've probably seen them on my layout, and I gave away some trees. Gift card from Mini Prince. Otter Valley. Otter Valley, you guys know I shop at Otter Valley. The Otter has been really good to me, and we support Lauren here at the channel. And he sent me a big box of stuff last year, and it was really awesome of him. Plus, I think there was some stuff from my personal collection as well that I had thrown into the mix there. And the cool thing, I don't even ask you for shipping. I just send it to you. You want a prize, I ship it to you. Now it does, given the holidays and whatnot, it does take a little bit longer. And I think I was shipping the entire month of January last year, like right through January. So it did take for some to get their gifts out to them, but good things come to those who wait. So we got some gifts this year that we'll be giving away, and I'm looking forward to it. Also, I did mention the GVO crew. If you want to become a member, link is in the description. For those of you who are part of the GVO crew, if you're watching this, and I'll be noting this several times throughout the month of December, but this is probably the first time. At the bottom of the screen there is my GVO After Dark email at hotmail.com. For those of you who are part of the GVO crew, and you've been a silver or platinum, I think it's bronze, silver, platinum. If you've been a silver or platinum for at least the last 6 months, ending in December, so I believe that's July, August, September, October, November, December. There we go. If you qualify, you know who you are, that or longer. I want you to send me an email. I want you to send me your information, like your address. If you're okay with it, I'm sending you something. But send me an email whenever you get a chance. Near the beginning of January, I'm sending out some posters to you guys. These are posters that I sell personally. They're Andy Fletcher train posters. You guys have seen those on my wall. I've given away some in the past. But I'm sending everyone in the crew a matching one, so we all have a thank you kind of poster. You can hang that on your wall. Let's decorate those train rooms, and they're really well done. I personally love them. I can't get enough of them, and I'm going to be ordering some more near the end of the month here. So when they come in, I will just be forwarding them on to you guys. And just a thank you, just to say, hey, I see your support. I appreciate the support, and I appreciate you. And thank you. That's what it's for. So I'll send those out right away when they come in. Anyways, just make sure you give me your address because I don't know where you live. So, and we've got a few more here. All right. Okay, so what we're gonna do now that I think that's all the announcements, the Christmas show. Watch for the link for that. I don't know. I think we might go a little earlier. I don't know. But then I think Mike and that's right, and Mike and James might do a pre-show to the Christmas show, the pre-show show, because they're good friends of ours. They do a live every Monday night at 7 o'clock. And so they are actually a couple of the guys that have actually donated. And this isn't me asking them. This is them calling me up, say, hey, I'm sending you some stuff. And, I appreciate it. they sent me some stuff to do some giveaways. So because of that, there's a couple of things. The pre-warning stuff, that was the pre-warning message that I had to give you. So there's a couple of things, and I know that there might be some moderators in the chat. If not, if anybody can just throw it up there for me into the chat. There's a couple of channels that I need you to subscribe to. If you don't already subscribe to them, it would mean a lot to me. It would mean a lot to them, and it'll get you into the contest. Trackside Mike is one of them. Trackside Mike, because he donated some prizes, and you're, obviously he's got some good content as well, so you're not missing anything. You gotta subscribe to it. James Galton and the Dundas Model Railroad. He donated some stuff as well. So I want you to go over and I want you to sub to him as well. And this will also reassure you that you are entered into the giveaway for the Christmas show. My counterpart, M&M Rails. He is my co-host, good friend, and I can't do it without him. So he's going to be there as well with me, and I want to make sure that you are subscribed to him as well. And, of course, me. So just the 4. I mean, if you're here, you probably already subscribed, but it doesn't hurt, So if anybody's in there that can throw up those, well, you don't have to throw mine up there. Mine's already there. But if you can throw up M&M Rails, Trackside Mike, and James's links to their page, just to make sure that everybody subscribes to them, and then that means you're entered. You're entered into the contest right there. That's the easiest thing you can do. Easiest thing. It's Christmas. It's meant to be giveaway time, so that's what it's all about. And Wigwag, being the outstanding YouTube citizen he is, he's already subbed to all of them. Look at that. What a trooper. And and Mark's here too. And Mark. Mike and Mark. Thanks, guys. Thanks for throwing those up. I appreciate it. I appreciate the help on that. Thank you. Okay. That's it. I'm pretty sure that's it for the announcements. I'll probably give you the spiel again. Thursday night, I'm doing Third Rail Thursday this week. We hung out with Tim for 4 hours this past Thursday. That was a blast, except I was having internet issues. That sucked for me because I missed like a chunk of the show. And I haven't had no time to go back and rewatch, but I will. I usually do. And this Thursday, well, fingers crossed, but I'm getting a new internet system set up Wednesday, and I did it Wednesday to make sure all the kinks were out. So Thursday night when I go live for Third Rail Thursday, 8 o'clock, hopefully things are amazing. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. Almar, how's it going? Thank you for joining us. Hello. And yeah, I'm excited, and I'll probably remind you again Thursday night, and then next week on Mark's channel, I'm gonna send him a little text message thing. Hey, Mark, can you mention this and this and this and this? And nah, he'll remember. He'll remember. He's good. He's good like that. And we'll be over on his channel next week. 2 weeks till the Christmas show, yeah. So make sure you get that stuff in, and make sure you sub to all those cool fellas, and then we'll make sure that you get some neat prizes, yeah? So like I said, because it is the Sunday Brunch Kit Built, I bored you enough with my messages. There's the link in the chat there if you would like to join me. If you want to come on up here, chat trains, if you're working on something, you're welcome to. December 22nd, absolutely. Thursday, December 22nd. Just a few nights before Christmas. So let me show you what I'm working on, because that's why we're really here, right? This is a background building. It's thin. This was part of another kit, and I used the other side of the building. And I'm like, what do I do with this? Well, I'm going to make a backdrop building out of it. And I did. Yeah, it's neat. It's just like a, warehouse style building. And I cut the sides because the sides were much, much taller, but I had trimmed it down so that it would reflect right across here. Painted it, obviously. And then I put the little awnings on, which are great, and the little doors. And then I added this sleek little sidewalk because it's the back of the building. It's not the front where you need the whole driveway and all that. No, this is like, emergency exits, whatever. It's just there's a sidewalk to go around to the front of the building, right? So you're not trampling on the grass and all that. Today I'm going to add some lights to this because I've placed this on my layout. I have a specific place for it. So when you watch my layout update video, which will be coming out in the next couple of days, I don't want to do too long of a show today because I do have to finish filming for that. But yeah, so I will... is that staying on there? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I have some more filming to do with that. And of course, I'm going to add the Christmas information as well to that. So watch for that. That'll be out in the next couple of days. But I'm going to work on this. I'm going to do this right now. We're going to do that. And my hot glue gun is already melting all over the place. So that's fun. Okay. So yeah, this is a Walthers kit. I can't remember which one it is. It's like the Modern Warehouse something or other. And I've got these lights. These lights are from Woodlands Scenics. Just plug. You might have seen them featured on my channel before because I love them and I use them throughout my layout. And these ones are the, what is it, Cool White? Cool White. Cool Whip. And these are the Nano. So the light itself, the head of the light, it's very small, very small. So I had to drill, I did pre-drill 2 holes. You can see right under the awning there. And I'm going to attach it to the underside of the awning. You can see it right there. See that hole there? And over here as well, right there. This is probably like, I don't know, my favorite part of doing this, like bringing buildings to life. I also like building the kits as well, but this is also fun. And this is foam core board. You get this at the dollar store, but you get like a big sheet of it. You guys have seen me use this. I use this for everything. I've used it for roads. I use it for, in this case, behind a building that I just want to black out. What else have I used it for? I built a building with this before. Yeah, one of my train shops is made, like the shape of it is built with this. And then I glued, I think it's by Knock. It's brick sheet. So it's a very thin sheet that I glued to this. And it looks just like realistic brick. It's probably the cheapest building you can make. I think the sheet itself was $7.99. Plus, I think I needed 1 or 2 of these big sheets, which was probably about $3 or $4. So, besides the hot glue I used, which, I mean, you get a bag for a couple of dollars at the dollar store as well. Honestly, you don't have to spend, $40, $50, $60 on a building kit. You can just, get some raw material. Sure, it takes a little bit more work, but yeah, you can still make it look realistic. Mark is asking what kit I am doing in January. So it hasn't been decided yet because we're trying to find a kit that is both HO and N scale. And I just haven't had the time to sift through wood kits to know, what is available for both. So we might find out by the end of the month. And then if it takes the month of January for everybody to get their kit, and then we start at the end of January, then, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, we'll see. Because I know that the Christmas holidays, or Christmas in general, a lot of people are spending money on, gifts for other people and, stuff like that, and for family and all that. So I don't want you guys to stress about going and getting a kit when, it's already pretty tight. So we'll wait till January, and once the holidays are over, then we'll worry about what kit and whatnot that we'll need to get. But I'll make sure to give you guys tons of notice so that you'll be able to participate, because it was really fun. I had lots of fun, and I'm sure everybody else had some fun too doing that. So, hey SMT, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. Got a Walthers kit here. Well, half of a Walthers kit, and this is already built, but I'm going to be adding some lights to it just to bring it to life. And yeah. So this foam core board, you can see right now, right? You can see through that, and it's okay. It's not like amazing or anything, but when I put this behind it, it's going to black out all the windows and such, and it'll make sure that, it has that realistic kind of effect that, well, lights are on but nobody's home kind of deal. And then the lights above the awning will just give it that nice touch that it's lighting the exterior of layout. Because I usually only have my lights on if I'm doing a kind of like a night running session, and it'll be nice in the background with the trains passing in the foreground. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to punch a couple of holes into this so that I'm putting the whatchamacallit, the wire through. And you know what, I could probably hide that behind there. Yeah. So I'm just going to make a hole big enough to fit the nano through. There we go. And it's 1 nano here, 1 nano there. And there's going to be 4 lights total for this. Doing good, doing good. It's a busy time of year with the holiday and whatnot, but I still find some time on a Sunday to work on something for the layout, It's been kind of the last couple of days with all that rain and the wind, and it's just gross. So I like to stay inside and work on the hobby. Okay, so feeding that up through there. I'm going to do 1 light at a time. Like I said, I pre-drilled the hole, so that helps a lot. And I'm just going to put some hot glue on the inside. I don't want to put it on the outside for the simple fact that it'll probably, because hot glue is pretty thick, right? So it'll show under the awning. Just want the light. Hey Plumber, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Lots of people hanging out today. Hopefully you guys are working on stuff too. We've got 1 light in there already, which is good. And I'm just going to feed the other one through here. See, nothing too challenging. I like it when the lights are already pre-wired and stuff, because I hate doing electrical. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. It's not my bread and butter. So if I can do this where the lighting is already done for me, then I'm going to take that option. Or the wiring is already done for me, I should say. Ah, new snowblower. New toys. I dig it. Okay, so next thing I want to do is open up another one of these. So this is the this packaging here is LED nano lights, cool white. Yeah, ready to plug. This one here is a little bit harder to tell. Okay, that is the top and that is the bottom. So for this, yeah, I think I'm gonna put the backing on here first. It would be even better if I was lighting up the inside of the building, but for this here, I don't feel like I need to. Yeah, it's not something I need to do for this one in particular. Where's my glue sticks? Yeah, any snow that we've gotten so far has already come and gone, unfortunately. I mean, fortunately and unfortunately, depends on how you look at it. For me, I don't go anywhere, so I don't care, and there really hasn't been enough to, warrant the use of a snowblower. So, again, hasn't really affected me. But when it does, I'm not a big fan of the snow at that point. Okay, so I've got the wires coming out. That's good. And that will fit like that. So that just, sits there. I can seal it in and whatnot. But the lights are under the awning. I probably won't be able to show it to you lit up right now, but you just got to imagine a little light coming down and a little light coming down. Let's see. So we also want... Well, I was hoping I wouldn't have to glue it to this, but I might have to. use a tiny bit. It's at the back of the layout, so you don't really see it anyways. And I'm okay with that. That's true. Sometimes we get, somewhat of a snowfall just before Halloween as well. Nothing that stays. It's mostly just supposed to be a wet October. But yeah, I've seen snow like mid to late October, but we never got any. So it seems like it's getting pushed. Leave it for January. Miserable January weather. Canadian weather is very unpredictable, I should add. Yeah, you can see all 3 or 4 seasons, I should say, 4 seasons in one day. So because it's a backdrop building, all my wires are hid behind this, which is great because I don't have to worry about hiding anything there. And yeah, you'll just see the front doorway, and that'll all light up and whatnot. Cool. And just like that, all 4 lights are in. So I'm just going to seal up one more here. Yeah, I use them for a lot of different things, mostly buildings, obviously. Inside lights, outside lights. I have the ones that are street lights. I have the ones that are yard lights, lamp lights for the outside of the building. Mark has a lot of good videos showing them off as well, and he even has the spotlight light, the spotlight light. I get the different colored ones, like green for the bay doors, to show, yep, the door is clear. You're welcome to, back up to the door and load up your truck, kind of sign. I should have made it so that I could change them from green to red, but I didn't care that much. I gotta be honest. So yeah, the lights are in. That didn't take any time whatsoever, and now it's ready to go onto the layout. I don't have any signage yet for the building because I'm not sure what I'm going to make it. It's just a background building, so I didn't want too much emphasis on it, but I'm sure I'll come up with something at some point. If anybody has any ideas, let me know. And all I had to do was obviously build the kit, paint it, paint the details, add the details, drill 2 little holes here. Because I didn't put the glass in, it doesn't, I didn't think it mattered if I put the glass in or not. They always tend to fog on me anyways, so I said nuts to that, and I just put the cardstock backing in there. And then I ran the wire to the light through the actual window on the end ones. It's the only thing I don't like about the glue is that it's very stringy. It's like there's cobwebs all over your thing. Ooh. There. Okay. So yeah, there you go. Bam. And then those cables will go through the layout or under the ground of the layout, whatever you want to call it, the base, and then they get plugged into a light hub. And because that area, there's lots of lights in that area, there's going to be multiple hubs, and there's going to be a power switch and some other cool stuff with it to make it look like the city's coming alive. They're small plugs I use for my fireworks shows. Mm-hmm. Yeah, shipping tape or regular tape, that would work. Again, I didn't really feel like I needed to add the glass or the gloss to it because you can't really see inside anyway, so it really wasn't a big deal for me. But yeah. Next up, because wouldn't be a kit build unless I was building a kit. This is a building that I had started building just before the project that we all did as a group. This is can't remember the name of it. Oh, the Argosy booksellers. So this is all brick here. I did a black primer on there. I'm sure you can see that. And I did almost like a cream colored concrete color for, this is the front of it here. So that'll go like that. And there's a base for it and roof parts, but I didn't really find that it's necessary to do those right now because, you can only do so much. But then I have a whole bunch of other, brick colors here. I've got, these are all brick color that goes on the front of the concrete color. And then I painted all my window frames black on the appropriate facing outward side. The doors are there, and then I've got some little concrete ledges that I still need to paint in the color of concrete, but I can do that by hand, so that's not a huge deal. But what I need to do is I need to paint this, and what better way to paint this than by making up a color paint and painting it. It's the only way to fly. So I've got a decent, it's pretty soft, so that's okay. But I'm going to mix a color because I wanted not a red brick, but have you ever seen it's almost like a soft purplish reddish brick. I've seen it. So it's in my mind. So I'm going to try a couple of things here. I'm going to see what works. I'm going to mix a couple of colors, and then you tell me what you think. And then if it works, great. If not, then, well, we'll make it work. So I'm starting with an acrylic paint. This is deep red. And again, I get my paints from the dollar store. Well, some of them anyways, because you don't need to spend an arm and a leg sometimes. Now, I want to get a bit of a purple look, and I'm pretty sure, and I'm almost positive, if you add blue to red, you get somewhat of a purple. At least that's what I think. Now, I don't want to add a lot. And this is a blue neon, which I think is neat. So we're going to start with that. If I need to darken it or lighten it, I will. Because I've got my black and my white. I just don't like doing the exact same colors, right? So if I've got red, I'm not going to do another red that's similar. I want to make sure that there's also enough here that I can paint all these parts. So you can kind of see it right now. So it's mostly the red. I added more red to it, which kind of canceled out the blue. So we're going to add more blue. With my commentary, I should be a radio or TV host. I've actually been told that because I do a lot of good impersonations, that I should be, or, you know, I have the kind of voice for like a cartoon almost, that I could voice animation type stuff. Sounds like a lot of work, and I wouldn't know where to start, so I probably won't bother. I gotta be honest with you. It's probably too late in my career. Oh, look at that. I was kind of right. It's making a purple. Do you guys see that now? It's no longer red. It's perps. It's the perps. I got to keep stirring though, because this it's slowly changing. Again, the red is starting to come out again. I like it, but I don't love it, so I'm going to keep going. This blue color, it is nice. It's a, yeah, it's a, let me go closer. The light is like killing me here. Yeah, neon blue. It's a very, it can be a very bright blue. Maybe I can show you here. There you go. Come on, light. Don't be stupid. Yeah, it kind of looks like Anthony's logo there. The blue with the A in it. Hey, Anthony, by the way. This is, I'm going to call this the plumber blue. Going to add a bit more of the plumber blue to this. There we go. Oh, yeah, no, you don't pay me enough for that. I just mean in general, like good, voices. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Okay, so that looks like a little bit better. So, well, see, that's the problem, right? Because like if you don't mix it enough, that red, the true red from the bottom, is not getting that blue, and then it gets brought back to the surface. And then it's more red again. It's still very red. You see, you're just adding, like, that's not a lot. That's, you know, that's a couple of drops right there. That's not a lot of paint. Because I don't want to do anything too drastic, right? I'm just trying to not make the red still look red. I want it to be a little bit more of a purple than a red. I feel like it's almost there. Let me see if I add a little drop of black, because I do want to make it a little bit darker. Normally I'll add either white or black to a color to, you know, obviously either make it lighter or darker. Definitely needs more blue though. Oh, I'm gonna brush this. I've never airbrushed before, and I don't have an airbrush. It's something that's on my list. Something I want to learn, something I want to do, something I need to get. But I've been having a pretty good time with the old paintbrush and whatnot. So I'm gonna just continue on with that. It's not a huge piece, so it's not super time consuming. At least I don't find it as anyway. Okay, so I do see a lot of these purple tones here in this, and I think it'll be great. It is a lot of paint, but I've got a lot to do here. And because it's cheap, it's like if there's lots left over, yeah, and it's just gonna go in the garbage. I don't ever save it because, you know, will I need this exact color again? Probably not. And I don't want to use the exact same color throughout my layout, you know? Like, concrete is different everywhere. Reds are different everywhere. Bricks are different everywhere. There's gray brick, red brick, orange brick, yellow brick. No, there's no purple brick. Well, kinda. It's like a, yeah, kinda. I mean, it's kind of purpley. I don't know. I seen it, you know, and this is the thing, right? Because like Mark was building some kits. How long ago was that? I think it was like last year or last summer or something. And Mark was like, "Well, I don't know what color to paint this house." And because of where my house is located, I look out my back window and I see like 3 or 4 different houses, or the backs of those houses. And they're all different colors. So I took a picture of each one and I said, you know, what do you think of these, right? You know, sometimes the best the best colors to use, you can just look out your window and you can get really good examples of different types of architecture or paint colored ideas, stuff like that. Shadow box. I mean, yeah, eventually down the road, I'd like to do some interiors, and I'm going to name all the buildings and, put small businesses and whatnot in there. And there's roomettes, which are very nice. That's something that I would probably invest in. I just have to be careful because if I push down too hard, it'll break, right? Because there's no middle support right now. So I gotta kind of hold this up. I guess I can do it this way. That would be okay. I'm still painting in the same direction. I guess you really won't be able to tell until it dries. But let me know what you think of the color, especially with the fact that it's on I'm painting over black here, but so it does make it look a little bit darker. And I'm using a really soft brush as well. I don't know if that matters to some of you guys, but hey, Dwayne, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. We've got a good 12 people watching, which is definitely twice as many as when I first started here earlier. More people are jumping on, which is great. I did make a whole list of announcements earlier, right at the beginning. If anybody had missed, you can always watch the replay. It might pertain to you, especially if you like to win prizes, if you like giveaways and free stuff. Because who doesn't want free stuff, right? Well, go back, check out the first, I want to say it was the first 10 minutes. I gave quite a bit of info there in the first 10 minutes of the live. And it was mostly about the Christmas show that's coming up in just a couple of weeks there, a little over a couple of weeks. But if you don't already subscribe to M&M Rails, Trackside Mike, and James Galton, and the Dundas Model Railroad. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm just used to calling him James Galton. But y'all know James. So. And of course, also wouldn't hurt your chances if you subscribed here as well. Nice. Dwayne's working on the layout. Yeah, it's that time of year where everybody is chipping away. It's not fun outside, so. But we do this every Sunday. If you like having it on in the background, that's cool too. Usually there's people that join, but nobody joined today, which is like a whatever thing, you know. My door is always open to you guys, and you're always welcome to join. But I also enjoy talking to myself, if you haven't already noticed. This is like how I get things done, you know. Will I do this, you know, just sitting here in the quiet? Probably not. Most of this is done during lives like this, where I can hang out with you guys and, you know, talk about the hobby and whatnot. It looks like the Athearn Genesis CN Heritage units will be showing up roughly about the same time as the Aurora Miniatures SD60 locomotives. And I think the question on everybody's mind is, which one do I get? Which one? Which one is better? Which one is best? I mean, if you've already purchased an Athearn before, then you already know what you're getting. Where with Aurora, this is their first locomotive. And as a Canadian company, I mean, I find that it's my job to do that. Support your Canadian brands and whatnot. But also, it looks really nice. The fans are supposed to rotate, and I think that there's Keep Alive. I can't remember if Ben said that there was Keep Alive in it. If anybody knows if there's Keep Alive in those SD60s, let me know, because that's also another great selling feature. Saves me from having to install it later, right? Woodworking. That's what I miss from high school. I always took woodworking were the first 2 periods in the day, and then lunch. I enjoyed making candlesticks and whatnot as well. Not candlesticks, but candlestick holders, I should say. That was really fun. got all the food, you got all the water. In some cases, I mean, like with something like this here, I'll probably go over it a second time because of the black paint that is going on under it. It doesn't always apply all that well, unfortunately. So yeah, I'd probably do 2 coats on that. I'm just trying to do the coats thin because if you go too thick, then you lose a lot of that brick. And you don't want to saturate it because then it won't look like a brick wall anymore. So I try to keep it as thin as possible and then, yeah, go over it a second time if it's necessary. But it's a lot harder when you've got a black undercoat to it. There's a lot of emphasis on this wall here in particular, though, because it faces outward on the layout, like where I'll have it sitting. So I got to make sure that this wall is prime time, you know. Has to look its best. And see, yeah, because this side's already dry, right? So I'm going to come back and I'm just going to see if I can darken that up a bit. You can see how much better it looks the second time around. And also, when you do a thinner coat, it will dry quicker. It's just acrylic paint. The room's a good temperature as well, so if it is colder, then it does take longer for it to dry. So always make sure that you're in a room that is a good temperature. I mean, I remember I used to spray paint in the garage in the winter, and this was like 6-7 years ago, probably more. But then the paint would have a cracked finish to it. And I'm like, I didn't know it was going to do that. Well, you learn the hard way, right? Hilsing, yeah, 1. Yes, I did see the GP40-2. My problem is that I have that locomotive number already. So because the O&R had 3 GP40s, one is the 2200, there's 2201 and 2202. So I have 2200 and 2201 in the ON rail paint. So I'm going to have to renumber my 2201 to 2202. Shouldn't be too difficult. But then again, I usually get Bubs to do most of that stuff for me because he's really good at doing it. So I don't know. If he volunteers, then I'll get him to do it. And then we'll weather it up. But yeah, I was really excited about that. I feel like it might have been one of those ones that I had recommended that they do. But I didn't think that they would do it because it's literally just one number. They mostly have GP38s that are in that new paint scheme. I think they've got about 4 or 5 of them. They're the 1800 series. Yeah. The repeatable set. So 2 9s and and a slug. I would like that a lot. I need something. I need a set like that for my paper mill, or not my paper mill, my ethanol plant, to be, you know, moving stuff around and whatnot. And because it's such a large area, I do need, like, you know, it needs its own locomotive, basically. So I think that would be awesome for that. Hmm. I'm also really excited for the announcement this year for Pedo, because every year on Christmas Day, they put out a newsletter announcing something. A couple of years ago, it was the Go Transit cars. I know that there's some N scalers out there who really want them to announce it in N scale. So hopefully they do, for their sake. That middle looks weird. It's not dark enough. Gotta wait till it fully dries so to really see how much of a touch-up it'll need. And it'll probably need a lot from what I'm seeing here. But I will move on to the next wall. Yeah, there's quite a few locomotives that are coming out in 2023. I'm excited, but my wallet is not. You guys know that this isn't the least expensive hobby. At least they give you, you know, a good year or so to save your pennies and plan ahead for when all of them do show up at the same time for some reason. That's how it works. That's how it is. Yeah, scale trains. They, I don't know if you caught that, but I think it was their GP38s got recalled, so they're all going back to China now. Not sure exactly what happened there, but it's probably better to catch things like that before they hit the shelf, right? And that's what happened with the Rapido N scale F40, right? They got them. Something wasn't right with them, so they sent them back to China and had them all redone again. What you say? Hey, Curly. So if you pre-ordered a GP38 from Scale Trains, they got them in at the warehouse, and apparently there was some sort of issue with them. So they're being sent back to China now to be redone, or something changed. I don't know if it's a motor issue or what, but I mean it would have to be pretty bad in order for them to all get recalled back to China. So. And as far as I know, it's just I try to, look and understand as much of this stuff as possible. And I might not have all the information for you, but I'd like to think that I supply quite a bit of information, maybe things that you might not have known or not yet caught wind of. So I like to make sure that you guys are aware. I'm not even really a big Scale Trains guy myself, so I don't really follow as much as what they have going on. But that was something that was brought to the people's attention over the last few days. Did you see Rapido's UK video of some stock falling off the tailgate of a truck? No, I did not. Yeah, when it comes to like Rapido and Rapido UK, I don't follow as much of the UK stuff because I will probably never purchase it or buy it or anything like that. The only UK train I have on my layout is the Northlander, but it's only because it ran here and then it was shipped back to the UK. But at one point it did run here in Canada. I'd like to. There's actually an Amtrak set that I'm really looking forward to, and it's the Maple Leaf train, which goes from Toronto to New York. I think it's like an overnight thing that they do, and it's usually a P42, and I want to say it's the Series 5 cars. I don't have all the information on Amtrak to know all the differences of all the paint schemes, but the P40 or P42, whichever one it is, I think it's a P40. It's that red, white, and blue one, and I believe Kato is doing number 10. It's number 10, I believe, or 110, something like that. But yeah, I wanted to do a Maple Leaf train, which is all Amtrak, because I think that would be a really nice set to get. But it seems like with everything going on, as far as all these announcements that get made every single day, right? Like there's so much stuff that's coming out in 2023. There's so much via rail that I'm pretty sure some of it I'm going to miss out on, unfortunately. But I think that there'll be enough where, you know, I should be able to pick up at a later time. Like those turbo trains, not really my era, but I've always wanted one. I just think they're ugly, but the cool kind of ugly, you know. So I've always wanted to get that giant yellow Via Rail turbo. And now that they're redoing it and it's going to have DCC and sound at both ends and it's going to cost $1,000 for some stupid reason. But I still want it. But that's competing with the Siemens Charger from Bachmann, which will be out probably really soon. Maybe within the first 4 months of 2023. And the cars for it as well, which will be out, I don't know, some point next year, maybe in the fall. And then we've got all the Bud passenger cars, the Via Rail Bud passenger cars that they're doing. I need I think I made a list of the ones that I want, and it's about 10. So that's a good $1,500. Why not? Because everybody has $1,500 laying around for trains. But, you know, it is what it is. I know what I got myself into. It's a problem because, and I don't know if I'm the only one, but I find that, I'll complain because the road names that I do, there's not a lot of stuff out there. Like Ontario Northland, very rare for a company to make Ontario Northland stuff. But when a company does make Ontario Northland, it's like there's so much stuff and there's so many Ontario Northland things coming out, and it's like, you know, I wasn't here for this because I thought that no one would ever make that. So along with that Atlas GP40, I'm also looking at least 4 of the Bowser SD40s. And, you know, because they finally did some more O&R SD40s. I knew they would be showing up at some point, but, you know, you can never really prepare yourself for something like that. Because you're like, how many do I need? How many are they doing? What numbers are they doing? What era? You know, what can I get away with running? You know? And then most of these, you're just like, well, I need 2. You know? Maybe that's just me. I don't know. I think a lot of these locomotives look better when you pull in 2s or 3s. But then when you see the real thing and you see, well, okay, there's 2, you know, or there's 3, or sometimes even more, then you're like, well, okay, well, I want to make this look prototypical, or, you know, it has to pull so many cars, so I'm going to need so many locomotives to pull so many cars, you know? So it's kind of how it works out. Why am I by myself? I'm not. I've got 14 of you watching. I'm definitely not by myself. You're never alone if you have a fluorescent light. That's a Simpsons reference. Wigwag, you're more than welcome to join if you've got a box opening to do. Everybody loves a good unboxing. it's all good though. Like, I do this to do this. If people want to join, if people want to just watch, that's cool too. There's people that join lives or whatever, and they don't say anything in the chat. They're there to watch or there to listen, and that's it. And that's okay. You shouldn't be forced into doing anything that you don't want to, or if that's not what you're setting out to do. Okay, it definitely looks a lot better after, a couple of coats, but I'm gonna have to put some wash over that. Because yeah, that black is showing through. But then again, it's still wet, so. And now I gotta do this side again. So this is now dry, so. I'm starting to like this color. At first I wasn't sure. But now I'm like, yeah, it's cool. It's good to experiment with things like that, just try different colors and whatnot. There's no real rules here with this. It's funny because earlier, I'm pretty sure it was it Wigwag who mentioned like the shade of blue? There's a house. Whenever I take my wife to work, along the way, when I go into the town where she works, we pass the downtown area, and then there's like the residential area as well, where all the houses are. And because it's a small town, there's some very interesting looking houses. And for some reason, someone painted their house that color blue. Like the aluminum siding is blue, like blue, like the plumber blue. And and it's so odd, but you know what? Like, dude has a blue house, or chick has a blue house. I don't know who lives there, but like it's right on the corner. You can't miss it. It's so in your face. So I feel like when it comes to something like this and painting a house or painting a building, to a certain degree, there are no rules. You can have that one wacky person with the cool blue house on the corner there on your layout. Or you can just make them all look, like your traditional house. Lenawee Rail fan, how's it going? Hello from Poland. Whoa, Poland, pretty far. I'll have to watch from the beginning later. Yes, I made some announcements near the beginning there that you will want to catch, because it involves a giveaway and an upcoming live show that we will be doing for Christmas. And yeah, you'll just have to make sure that you're subscribed to a couple of other guys there that have donated some giveaway stuff. And I want to make sure that, they get the proper shout out that they deserve for doing that, because it was really nice of them. See, it looks better now. It not amazing, but better. Let's see. Oh, you need a link. Okay. I think I have it here somewhere. Okay. That might be it. Bam. I don't think I'll be going too much longer, but for what it's worth, definitely welcome to join. Hopefully everybody is ready for Christmas. I know it kind of creeps up on you, like, oh wow, it's December 24th already. So hopefully everybody's getting their shopping done and their decorations are hung by the chimney with care. Did I mention anything about the Christmas show this year being like could be a cheesy holiday special? Because it's totally that's what I'm going for, the cheesy holiday special vibe. So one year Santa showed up, that was crazy. You know what? I wish I had the motivation to get shopping done in October. Hey, Mike.
How's it going? Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, yeah. How's it going?
Okay. Good.
What are you working on today?
Painting some girder bridges.
Nice. Still working on that section of the layout where you're going from room to room there.
Yeah.
That's
And I don't know if you can see down here, I got all of Wigs Wags mini prints all painted up, all primed up, anyways.
nice. I'm
I'm
sure
gonna
he'll
work
be
up.
quite happy with those when you get those done.
Yeah. So I just thought I'd jump on and show you what I was working on today.
Right on. Did you finish the hobby shop, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hard to keep track of who finished and who didn't finish. I know James still has a little bit left to do, but he's a busy individual. So
I can grab that if you want to see it.
yeah, let's show that because we're gonna
Okay.
have to start promoting for next year's or the one that we're doing next year. It took a little bit to get going, but once we did, we started near the end of October there, and we did 4 weeks where we all worked on the same kit, and collectively we chose the Walther's HO Scale Hobby Shop kit, which Mike is going to show you his here once he comes back. There you go. Yeah, so that's Mike's. Looking pretty good. Oh, is that graffiti on the side there too?
Graffiti on the side of the building.
Nice. Yeah, it wasn't. What did you think of the kit? Like, you've built some kits, right, in your day? So
Yeah. I liked it. The front part of the building was most challenging.
yeah, it's weird how you have to put all that together, but
Yeah. I put the plug and play lights in it. Got them all figured out.
Nice, yeah.
It turned out all right. I don't know if you. That's the compressor running in the background for the airbrush.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah. Not the sump pump, but the compressor.
Yeah. I could kind of hear it, but it was very faint still. I don't know. I just thought it was like your furnace or something.
Yeah, I am in the storeroom, I call it.
Yeah.
This is where I store everything in boxes here. Got to clean it up one of these days.
One day. One
Yeah.
day.
So I kind of know where everything is right now. So it's in boxes. So yeah, that was a good little kit that we built on Kit Built Sunday.
Yeah, it was fun, and there was a few of us who got to join in on that, and yeah, I promised everyone the next one that we do will have, it'll be available in both HO and N scale. So I think there was some N scale guys that wanted to get in on that.
Yeah.
So we just got to make sure that next time N scale as well, which is fine because after. Sorry.
Oh, I said you can't leave out the N scalers.
That's true. That's true. Now the G scalers and the O scalers, they're probably going to riot after this one though, but but it's not intentional. It's there's only so many kits that are available in all scales, so.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part.
And I think Bugs is still waiting for more parts for his because his was quite the elaborate thing that he was saying there. So I don't know when he's going to be done his.
Yeah, it sounded like he was going pretty crazy on his. Be a good surprise, anyways.
Yeah. I wanted to keep it to 4 weeks because it's so hard to say while everyone's going to be on the same page for 4 or 5 days, and I know that people would start finishing early and whatnot, so because it's not like a massive kit, but if you add so much to it, yeah, you could probably keep going for weeks and weeks.
Absolutely. Yeah, so Wigwag, he's got looks like Sparky, Santa Claus going down the chimney, the plumber on the skateboard, Fultz Bailey, Rick, the tree, Tom's Trains and Things, and Heath, and mini prints that are going to paint up for him.
Nice. That's quite a few.
Yeah, so that'll keep me busy for a little bit. A lot of these pieces I've already primed.
Yep.
So just kind of giving them that metal look, right?
Yeah. And then you'll probably weather it after. Do you weather it before you add it to the layout, or do you add it to the layout and then once everything is kind of set in that area, then you'll go back and weather it?
Yeah, I'll weather it before I put it on layout. That way I don't make a mess over there.
How is the layout coming along?
Slowly but surely. Nice when you get weekends where you can actually do it.
I agree. Especially this time of year where, family's always stopping by and can't get anything done.
Yeah, family stopping by. It's going to get busier with that. And then work, not so much, because should be just 5 days now. But you never know.
Yeah.
It's up and down.
That's true. So now you've got a live show tomorrow night, right?
Yeah, it's on James's channel, I believe. It should be on James's.
Ah, okay.
I was working on the scenery last week.
Yeah. Well, that's good. So everybody at was it 7:00? 7:00 tomorrow. Will be on James's channel. God, Wigwag. Wigwag, how's it going?
Hey, good. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, it should be on James. Okay. I seen it spinning there. I thought my Wi-Fi went down.
What are you working on there today?
Well, I'm not working on anything because of the kit I'm working on. I'm filming it for a video. But
Ooh,
Wow.
I did a
Video.
box opening
Nice.
from
I'm gonna go
Foscale,
full screen for you here.
Foscale Models. They had every so often they offer a free kit. So when you purchase a kit, you got this guy free.
Nice.
Now these ones, like I said, these kits usually don't have instructions, but you got some signage. It's a newsstand, and but the kit I bought to get it, well, there's no picture of it. Oh, hey, look, Duckle. That's new.
nice.
Let's see. Oh, yep, I did get it. And every time I order from Foscale, you can always get these as an add-on, corner bracing.
Now, is that the wood kit?
Yep. Yeah, so you got that free. Let me see. I don't even remember what I ordered. There's a picture of it in here. Oh yeah, Barlow's. Oh, usually it's a picture of what you ordered. Let's see here. So what the kit I got is a barbecue joint. It's actually like 3 kits. But I don't see a picture in the catalog of it. So what else? That's odd. Yeah, Barlow's barbecue.
Oh, that one looks really cool there, the sawmill.
Okay.
How many kits is that? Is it the 6 kits that are underneath there make the one big sawmill?
Nope. That's just that's full kit. It's $369. But yeah, that's every year he puts out like a big quote unquote Christmas kit.
Yeah.
And it's pretty pricey, but it's usually like 6 to 8 kits in one.
Yeah. So it kind of makes up for it, right?
Yep.
Neat.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
There's this one company, and I'm not sure if they make wood kits or what they are. If they're plastic. Let me double check here. Where is it? It's on custommodelrailroads.com. Have you ever heard of that?
Nope, that one I haven't heard of. Oh. Just black and white picture in here of it. If you can see that. So this is kind of 3 kits in one. You got the main one there, and there's like an entrance there, and then on the side there's another entrance. Yeah, so this kit was, plus it was 20% off. So I think it was like, for the entire order, it was like $70. So basically you're getting 4 kits for $70.
That's not bad. Are they very big or?
Oh yeah, this one here. What's the footprint on this one? The free kits are pretty small, but use these for kit bashing. I think I showed the other ones before. Yeah. So every time they have it, I always get them. It's another free kit. We got a barber shop.
Looks good.
So I know Jason Jensen shows like these free kits, and he totally kit bashes them. He turns them into something completely different. Awesome.
How difficult is it with a wood kit to do that?
Oh, simple.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say simple. It's, it depends how creative you are, right? I mean, now these 2 kits look pretty much the same. It's just like this one has like a different out there, and same with this one. So a lot of the free kits are kind of similar.
Mm-hmm.
But with this one, with this barbecue pit, or the barbecue restaurant, and so this is another barbecue restaurant too. So I was thinking of doing a scene with the big barbecue pit, and then maybe this is, something off to the side, like a pickup window. And I think this is more of a background kit, this one here, because it's pretty thin.
Yeah.
So you could add on to the back of that. You could, because he sells like laser cut walls too.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep. So he sells like all the pieces, so you can basically design your own kit. And speaking of duckles, I got some more here. Or more Heath ones, and then his new ones for his Riverside transfer. And then that one. Boxcar Jerry. That's his buckle. And Digger Evans from across the pond.
Looks like you got all the good ones.
So, like in a model building community, like I think for us here, I know a lot of people have been doing sticker trades. Trade,
Yeah.
people have been trading stickers. In the model building community, they do shop cards.
Shop, yeah.
So in the model building community, they do these big shop cards like that, and people get them made and trade
Oh, neat.
with people.
Nice. That's where you get the models from there, Wigwag?
What's that?
That's where you get the model from? There's like that flyer you're showing?
Yep. Fall scale. Yeah, because we're talking about building the wood kits. Foss Scale, Bar Mills, they do pretty much all like the HO and N scale in the same kit.
Yeah, might have to check them out, see what they got.
Yeah, looks pretty neat.
Yeah, like we were discussing before, the problem with the wood kits, most of it's like 40s and 50s stuff. I mean, like 60s era. It's really hard to find modern stuff in the wood kit. Let's see what else was there. No, yeah, and Boxcar Jerry, he's a woodworker, right? That's kind of his. That's his
Yeah.
how he makes a living. Yeah, he was going through his stash. One thing I do is I make I work on a wood lathe. Well, he had a whole bunch of pen kits. He sold his lathe, so he sent me this huge box of pen kits.
Oh wow!
So it's like
That was nice. Though.
Oh, just a tube. I'll do a video on how we make these. And I don't know. Does anyone use pens anymore?
What kind of pens?
Really like writing pens, like really nice fancy pens.
Oh, okay. Like
because I was thinking of making a bunch of custom pens and giving them away.
I write out my monthly show using a pen. I wouldn't say it's fancy. I've just got an Otter Valley pen, but I go through them.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'll do a video on how I make them. If there's interest, I'll be happy to do some giveaways and send them out. I got like probably 30 different types of wood. Different types of wood species that I make them with.
Yeah.
And here's another kit. These are something we could probably all use. Magnifier.
Oh yeah.
So basically, the kits get put together, but this is the insert, and think of it, there's you insert this into a piece of wood, and then you put the wood on the lathe, and then it spins, and then you shape it. You can make fancy stuff into it.
Neat.
I mean, it's so many hobbies, but I only do woodworking in the wintertime because it's in the basement, and I prefer to be outside when it's nice out rather than sitting in the basement.
Makes sense. For me, it feels like I do this all year long. I don't have like a down season where I don't work on the layout or working on videos and stuff like that.
Oh, definitely. Same with modeling. I do all year round.
Yeah.
Building kits and stuff. That's model railroading stuff. That's all year. I'm always building something or messing around. But yeah, woodworking is definitely the winter months.
I didn't think painting this would take me this long, but I've had to do like 3 coats on those 2 walls there because the paint just wasn't. I mean, I think I might have been putting it on too thin, but it's almost as if it wasn't taking it. So it's taking a little bit longer to do this for some reason.
So I put a comment in there, Chris. Have you ever used like plaster or lightweight hydrocal to do mortar lines? I don't know if you ever seen that technique.
On a building?
Yes, on a brick.
No, I don't. Nope. No, it's not. No, it's not experimented with.
I've seen on a couple how-tos where they take they mix up some lightweight hydrocal really thin, and they brush it over the entire brick, and then wipe the top part off, and then it fills in the lines in between, for the mortar lines.
Yep. I could probably try that here. Because the brick on this.
Yeah, I had varying success with it.
Yeah.
I think it just depends on the kit and how deep, how deep it is. The lines are.
Well, the brick here definitely does not look deep, so I would be kind of worth doing it, but I don't know if it would be worth trying or not.
The good thing is, the good thing of it is that it wipes right off with water if it doesn't look right. It's definitely not permanent.
Yeah. Well, I'm not opposed to it. That's for sure. I usually just do a kit as is, unless it's like if I have to turn it into like a background building or something, just like a little bit of a cache. But I normally do it as is for the most part.
Right. Yep. Same here. I haven't done too much kit bashing, especially not with plastic kits. Usually just box stock right out of the box and put it together. I haven't done anything more in my hobby store. I'm still trying to get over messing up the front.
It is a weird front to it, though. It doesn't. It's not very obvious as to like where what you're checking to what. It is kind of weird like that, but
It's getting better though. I mean, like, I know how I can fix it because I was sitting there staring at it the other day, and I was sitting there looking. I was like, okay, what can I do to make this better? And what was I going to say? Yeah, I think I can fix the flaws in it. But sometimes, I'm kind of overcritical on a lot of things. Like sometimes I overthink it, or I'll be like, well,
we are our own worst critic.
Right. A lot of times, it's like most people won't even notice the flaw at all. But I know what's there.
Yeah. It's like what you see versus what shows up on camera, right?
Right. Yeah, the camera. when doing videos, right, of your finished product, and it's like, how many times have you gone back and touched stuff up after filming your building?
It happens.
Every time, I think it looks perfect and stuff, and then I'll film it. And then, during editing, I'll sit and look at it. I'm like, oh, man, where did that smudge come from? Where did that blue lake come from? It's like you can't see it with the naked eye, but the camera picks it up.
Yep. Yeah, even just the lighting in the room too, right? Like I'll be in here where the lighting might not be as good, but then when I put it under the layout and it has that layout LED light, and I'm back to the drawing board.
Right. Yeah, LED lights are both a blessing and a curse, eh? Because they definitely, the color temperatures, and then also not as much heat, but they seem to pick up everything, all the flaws.
That is for sure. The wall looks definitely a lot better. You almost look brown in this light.
Yeah, see, that looks great.
I was trying to go for purple. That's how it turned out. It's like a red brick, but it's like the brownish red instead. I was going for a purplish brick, but I'm not disappointed. Does that make sense?
Like I said on the other streams.
Yeah, almost like that purplish.
Brickwork is definitely my nemesis.
definitely something that takes a lot of practice. And unfortunately, I don't have a lot of brick on my layouts, so for what I do have, that's my practice.
Yeah, definitely. Same here. I'm starting to see more wood kits come with brick now, rather than just the clapboard sidings.
Yeah.
Laser, I think called
So do you
laser
think
etch
because
brick.
the lasers have gotten better?
Yeah, I think so.
It's a much finer
'Cause
laser
you
now.
can buy laser cut brick sheets now. Laser etched brick sheets that were made out
Yeah.
of wood. Has anyone ever built an hydrocal kit? A plaster kit?
Hydrochem.
Yeah.
I forgot. There's a
Yeah.
company out
Yeah.
there. Is it Deco Art? I think is the name of the company. All their
Yeah,
kits are plaster.
isn't that like Woodland Scenics? Or Woodland Scenic
Well, you know on your layout
owns them?
when you're laying the plaster down for your shell, that's what they're molded in. They're molded in thick
Yeah.
hydrocal, and
Okay.
you glue it together
Yeah.
with like school glue, white glue, but it's made out of that hydrocal. And I know they're very fragile, but the company that makes them, I think it's Deco Art. I don't know offhand, but they're pretty good customer service. So like if you break it, they'll tell you like, hey, you can try gluing it back together. But if not, they'll send you out a replacement part for free. Like if you mess up and drop it and you crack it, they'll send you out a replacement part.
Like
That's
I've
pretty
done
good.
resin car kit, but not
Yeah,
hydrocal.
yeah. Resin's fun to work with. it's can be a challenge.
Do you do 3D printing there,
Well,
Wigwag?
Not yet. I was gonna buy a printer, but I don't know. I don't know if I can justify the $800 cost right now. I know they make cheaper ones, but I'm more of a person that buys, one you don't have to mess with. I don't want to buy a 3D printer and have to put it together and spend 10 hours configuring it and messing with it, and trying to get it all level and everything. I'd rather just buy one that's good to go out of the box.
yeah.
Like Jim Tedesco's got those Ender 3D, and you have to put them together, and takes you hours to get everything configured and set up. It's not a good use of my time.
Yeah, and then get the computer set up and program.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking at the FlashForge 4. It's it's $100 off right now for Cyber Week, and it's $749, and it's enclosed too because I got cats. So if I get a 3D printer, it has to be enclosed. Otherwise, if that thing's printing, I know the cat's gonna want to paw at it because it's a moving part. I can just see it, 6 hours into the print, and the cat decides he wants to go in there and attach the print head. My cat's weird. If he hears like my printer going off or my vinyl cutter, he's attracted to that sound, and he'll jump on top of it. So anytime I print something out, I got to lock him out of the room.
If there's something they can get into, they'll get into it. They're like
Yeah,
children.
first. Yeah, definitely.
Almar saying downtown deco.
Yep, that's them. You got some pretty cool kits. Yep, downtown
It's 2 o'clock, and we're going to wrap things up. I went a little longer than what I hoped today, and I still really technically finished, but I work down here. I'll just sneak over here at one point and just do another coat once this wall dries. But all my add-on parts here, they're all painted. They're good to go. So I'll probably do that next week, and I will fill in all the little pieces to the wall here itself. I don't know if I can lift that. Sure I can. But yeah, I got the walls done here for the most part to the point where I do like it. And I got to start adding all the window frames and windows. Thanks, guys. But yeah, we'll wrap it up for the day, and we'll be back on Thursday for Third Rail Thursday right here. But tomorrow over on James's channel for Off the Rails Monday.
Off the tracks Monday.
Oh, off the tracks. Oh, well, I'm bad.
Off the tracks.
What? Keep
Off
it
the
on the
tracks.
tracks.
Keep it on the tracks. All right. Don't forget.
That's what I was probably thinking, because he's always saying that. So, oh man.
Keep it on the
Well,
tracks.
Don't forget Thursday is
but
your show. And don't forget to watch the replay for the announcement at the front.
Fourth Rail Thursday. Fourth Rail Thursday.
Go be or go home.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. And don't forget to watch the replay.
The replay of what?
The replay at the start of this kit build show. Your announcements.
Yes. Yes, all the announcements. Yeah. First 10 minutes. Even if you watch the first 10 minutes, it gives you lots of information. But I feel like if you made it this far, you've seen the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So either way, I'll bring it up a bunch more times before the Christmas show coming up in just a couple of weeks. Other than that, thank you, Mike and Wigwag, for showing up here, and everybody else who joined us in the chat today. Have yourselves a great week. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Take care.
Yeah.
No, you take care.